Hey guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribed to my channel. It helps make these videos worth it going forward. Hey guys, Altcoin Sherpa here with a crypto market analysis. Today I just want to talk about why I believe that we are going to have a second run for altcoins here in the spring of 2021. As always, this is not financial advice. I am not an expert. Do your own research. Right here you can see the market cycles for altcoins that you typically see. This chart right here is the inverted Bitcoin dominance chart, meaning that when you see Bitcoin dominance typically going down, that usually means that altcoins are flourishing. So what is the Bitcoin dominance chart? I do have a video on what this is in my channel. Bitcoin dominance is the total market share that Bitcoin has relative to the rest of the market. And generally speaking, if you trade altcoins, you want to see Bitcoin dominance go down because that means that altcoins are increasing in value relative to Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market. As I said, this is the inverted Bitcoin dominance chart. So when price goes up in this chart, it means that altcoins are doing well. As I said before, this is the typical market cycle that we see in Q4 and Q1, December to January. You typically see altcoins doing very well. As you can see in 2017, greatest alt season ever, 2018, 2019, and again 2020. It's followed by a 1 month retrace, typically starting in February to March. And this has happened again, 2018, 2019, 2020. 2021 was a little bit different. This market has changed quite a bit. And given the number of altcoins that are available now, the Bitcoin dominance chart is not as relevant as it used to be. However, we saw many altcoins still pumping throughout February and March. However, it was not a total market-wide thing, whereas in January, pretty much the entire altcoin market pumped. After that, you see in the spring, you see about a 1 month pump again from April to May. Sometimes it's also in February to March, depends on the context and when the earlier pumps were. But again, you could see that again in 2017 or 2018, 2019, 2020. And now I believe we are seeing this again in 2021. Now, we already have seen this move up already the last several weeks. However, with that said, I do believe there is more left in the tank here. I believe that altcoins will do a little bit better in April and May. And the reason overall is just that the overall market structure for altcoin dominance chart is just much better than it was in previous years. I do believe that there's more gas left in the tank, and that's also going to be highlighted in the ETH BTC chart. So again, this is the typical market structure. The market cycle for altcoins in general. And I do believe that we are about to see a second run in April and May. Now, after that, I am not exactly sure if this is going to look like 2018 or 2019, where we saw heavy retraces in the summer, or we saw big pumping in decentralized finance summer of 2020. I do not know what's going to happen in May, past May, basically. We could certainly keep pumping. We could be dumping. That's something that I am not exactly sure. It's going to be very interesting to see. So we're going to see how strong the dumps are, if we're going to see if it's similar to how we saw it in 2020, where this was just a minor dump and then even further upside, or if they're going to be very strong, consistent downtrends, similar to how we saw it in the fall of 2020 or the summers of 2019 and 2018. So there's going to be a lot more room for analysis at that point, but I do believe that there is more room to run in May for altcoins. Now let's look a little bit at the ETH BTC chart. Again, this is another reason why I am very bullish on altcoins in the coming weeks. Similar to how the market structure and market cycle was for the inverted Bitcoin dominance chart, we saw, again, strong move up in January to December, big move down in February, big move up again in March to April, and then a big summer retrace. Again, this is a market cycle that is highlighted throughout the last several years. And I believe that we are about to see this continue higher. Now, I do actually believe that this has the potential to be even stronger than the previous 2 years, and the reason is that we see a arguable bullish market cycle for ETH BTC. I believe that at this point we might be seeing a bullish market structure, as I said, higher highs and higher lows formed. This right here in the summer of 2020, this created a higher high from the previous highs back in March of 2020. And it also created a higher low. Again, higher high created again in January of 2020 and February 2021. And this is a break in market structure, in my opinion, compared to previous years, whereas previous years you saw lower highs and lower lows all across the board. So with that said, if ETH BTC can make it all the way up to 0.055, which is the area that I'm targeting, I believe that altcoins are going to really flourish, and the overall alt BTC values will go up, and alt USD, alt BTC will probably increase more in value during this time, in my opinion. Comparatively, the last run there was pretty strong as well in January, but Bitcoin was also going pretty strongly as well. So that's why alt BTC pairs were not going as strong, relatively speaking. But we did see lots of gains over the last several years in this spring, in this yellow box. And I believe that this is going to be similar to 2018, where we have a multi-week uptrend overall for ETH BTC. Certainly possible. It also can be even as strong as 2017, but I'm not really going to call that quite yet. I do believe that ETH BTC has more room to run for sure. Now let's briefly look at Bitcoin and the reasons why I think that. As with everything, Bitcoin is the engine that drives crypto. I do believe that Bitcoin is still in a bullish market structure. It has hit higher highs across the board. As you can see, higher highs continually forming, and I also see higher lows forming as well. You can see each low being denoted here. I'm hoping that this low forms as well. And even if Bitcoin does go lower, it's not the end of the world. I don't believe this trend is totally ended. I don't think it's going to go like to 20,000 anytime soon, although you never say never for Bitcoin. I do believe that Bitcoin will make a big move in one direction or the other. And once a big move is formed, or once a big move is done, then that's when a range is formed. And it's certainly possible that Bitcoin either goes, what I'm hoping for is goes up to 70,000 and then kind of comes back down and starts a range, similar to how we saw back in January of 2021. Or it's entirely possible that Bitcoin breaks down, forms a range around 45,000. And in that case, we would see a total range being formed between 45,000 and 65,000. This would be the trading range that we see. Entirely possible as well. And obviously price could go much lower than this. I mean, price always goes lower than you think and higher than you think. Regardless, I do believe that once Bitcoin is done making its move in either direction, again, don't know which direction that is. There's still a lot of uncertainty in the market. I do believe that we are going to see a second run for altcoins. Now, invalidation for me would be ETH BTC breaking down. It would be Bitcoin breaking lower than 45,000 and just going to the 30Ks. That would be a lot of carnage, and in my opinion, that would mean that altcoins are going to be done for quite some time. If that happens, I do have that invalidation level for myself, entirely possible. I'm not going to say that I'm going to marry my bags until zero. I do believe if it nukes below 45,000 or so, then we could see some struggles for altcoins in that regard. But with ETH BTC, again, looking great. Bitcoin dominance also looking great, or the inverted Bitcoin dominance chart. And the entire market just looking pretty strong in general. I mean, the ETH chart does look better than the BTC chart, in my opinion. Here's a short little chart of ETH USD. ETH USD had accumulation period throughout January where it really didn't move much. Moved up 50% after that. another accumulation period as well. And now I don't see why this can't hit around $3,000. Certainly possible it even goes higher than that. But again, ETH BTC looking good, ETH USD looking good. Bitcoin still a little bit unstable at this time, but I do believe that once it finds its bottom, we are going to see a second run for altcoins in the spring. Now, after that, I honestly have no idea. I was wrong last summer in 2020. I believe that altcoins were going to pull back. However, they did not. But those are kind of my overall macro thoughts. Those are my thoughts on where I see the market going within the next few weeks. It's currently April 20th right now, and let's just see. You know, I will hold this video up for the next few weeks. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. You know, that's the market, and I'm never going to always be right. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video on my macro analysis for altcoins. Stay safe out there.